Imagine, like you're walking into this really, really important job interview, right?
Yeah, the big day. High stress.
Exactly. High stress. You've got your absolute best suit on. Your shoes are completely shined. You're holding your resume.
And sweaty palms, probably.
Oh, for sure. You're sweating through the suit. So you open the door, you walk right up to the boss of this company, and you just say, "What's up, man?"
Yeah. No, you definitely would not do that. It feels completely wrong.
Feels terrible. But, in English, people who are just starting to learn the language make this exact kind of mistake with their greetings, like every single day.
It happens all the time, honestly. People learn a list of words from a dictionary, but the dictionary does not tell you when to use those words
Right.
or how they feel to the person who is actually listening to you.
And that is exactly what we're going to fix today. So, welcome to a very special deep dive. We have a really clear mission today.
We do. We are taking a wonderful learning guide from the Fluent curriculum, and this guide is designed specifically for you.
Yes, you, our French-speaking listeners who are at the very beginning of your English journey.
So maybe you are at like the A1 or A2 level. You know some words, sure, but you want to feel comfortable actually using them out in the real world.
And our goal today is to help you feel that comfort. We're going to take the very first step in learning English, which is, well, saying hello and making a connection.
The foundation of everything, really.
Exactly. Now, let's set some rules for today. This is not a boring classroom.
No tests today, I promise.
Right, no tests. We are not going to test your grammar. We are just two native English speakers, and we want to help you sound natural.
So because of that, we are going to use very simple English today.
Very simple. We will speak slowly and clearly. And, if we use a difficult idea, we'll stop and explain it.
We might use a tiny little bit of French just to compare things, but mostly we are staying in English.
So please, just get comfortable. If you were walking or cooking or, I don't know, sitting with a coffee, just relax.
Though we are going to ask you to practice speaking out loud with us a bit later, so do get ready for that.
Good warning. Let's start at the very beginning then. Every relationship you have, every single friend you make in an English-speaking country, it starts with a greeting.
It all starts with one word.
Yep. So the source material from Fluent gives us the basic words to open a conversation. They are hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
In French, you might just say bonjour for most of the day.
Right, it's so easy.
It is easy, and it works really well. But in English, these 5 words are not just like different ways to say bonjour. They carry very different feelings.
So let's look at the two most common ones first. Hello and hi. Because I hear beginners use these in the totally wrong situations quite a lot.
So let's start with hello. Hello is, it's the safest word in the English language.
The absolute safest.
It really is. It is polite. It is clear. You can use it in almost any situation. Like if you go to court, you can say hello to the judge.
Wow, okay.
And if you see a baby on the street, you can wave and say hello to the baby.
Wait, really? Saying hello to a little baby doesn't sound too, I don't know, formal.
Not at all. It's totally standard. It's respectful. But I will say, it is not always the warmest word.
Right, it could be a little stiff.
Exactly. And that is where hi comes in. Hi is casual. It is friendly.
You use hi with people you already know. Yeah.
Yes, or people on your same level, like friends, family, or your classmates.
I always explain it like this, actually. Choosing between hi and a more polite greeting like good morning is, well, it's like choosing your shoes for the day.
Oh, I like this. Tell us about the shoes.
Okay, so think of the word hi like your favorite, most comfortable pair of sneakers.
Like your everyday shoes.
Exactly. You wear your sneakers everywhere. You wear them to the park, to the supermarket, to a friend's house. They're relaxed. You don't even have to think about them.
Just slip them on and go.
Right. But a greeting like good morning,
Yeah.
that is like putting on a really nice pair of dress shoes or smart office shoes.
Oh, I see. Because you wouldn't wear your running sneakers to like a formal business meeting.
Exactly. You want the dress shoes for the meeting. You want good morning. You use it when you want to show a little more respect.
Makes sense.
If it's your first day at a new job and you see the big boss, you don't throw your sneakers at them and say a quick, hi.
No, you wear the dress shoes. You say good morning.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But there's a catch, right?
There's a catch. The dress shoe greetings, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, they come with a very strict rule.
The clock rule.
Yes, they are controlled by the clock. And beginners often struggle with this because they just, forget to look at the time.
So let's explain the clock for them. When exactly can we wear our good morning shoes?
So good morning starts the second you wake up. You can use it all morning long, but it has a hard stop.
A very hard stop.
The exact moment the clock reaches 12 p.m., which is noon, the word morning dies. You simply cannot use it anymore.
Wait, even if I just woke up at 11:55 a.m.?
Even if you literally just opened your eyes. At 12 p.m., it is officially the afternoon. So you have to change your greeting to good afternoon.
Wow, okay. And how long does good afternoon last? Because this is something that always confused me when I lived in places with, like, really long winters.
Yeah, the transition to the next word, good evening, it can be quite tricky.
It's not a hard stop like noon.
No, it's not. Usually good afternoon lasts from 12 p.m. until about 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., but it actually changes depending on the sun.
Oh, so the clock isn't the only boss. The sun gets a vote too.
The sun gets a very big vote. Evening generally starts when the workday ends and the sun starts going down.
So in the winter.
Right. In the winter, when it gets dark at like 4:30 p.m., people might actually start saying good evening very early.
But in the summer, when the sun is still super high in the sky at 7 p.m., you might still hear people say, good afternoon.
Exactly. So as a learner, if you look outside and it is getting dark and people are leaving their offices, you should probably switch to good evening.
That's a great tip. You use good evening when you go to a restaurant for dinner or when you meet your friends at a pub at night.
Right.
But I want to be totally honest here for a second. Learning these time rules feels like, I don't know, a lot of work just to say bonjour.
It is a bit of work, yeah.
So why should a beginner care? Like, if I just say hello all day long, people will understand me.
Oh, people will absolutely understand you if you only ever use hello.
Okay, good.
But remember, our goal for today, our goal is to make you sound natural and connected to the people around you.
Right. We want to go beyond just being a dictionary.
Exactly. When you use good morning or good evening correctly, you actually show the other person that you are paying attention to the world around you.
Oh, I see.
You are sharing the same time of day with them. It builds this tiny little bridge of connection that just saying hello simply does not build.
We were showing that you're in the moment with them. I really think that is beautiful.
It is.
But opening the conversation is really only the first step.
Yeah.
After we say hello, well, eventually we have to leave.
Sadly, yes.
And let me tell you, I have seen so many English learners make things incredibly awkward when it is time to say goodbye.
Oh, the exit is so important. The way you leave a conversation is literally the final memory that person has of you.
No pressure, right. So let's talk about leaving. Our source material gives us 3 main phrases.
Goodbye, bye, and see you later.
Now, in French, you rely a whole lot on au revoir. But these 3 English phrases feel very, very different from each other.
They do. Let's start with the longest word, goodbye. In modern spoken English, the word goodbye carries a lot of weight.
A lot of weight. It feels heavy.
It feels very heavy.
Heavy, yes. It can almost feel, I don't know, sad. Why is that?
Well, part of it actually comes from the history of the word itself. Hundreds of years ago, goodbye came from the phrase, God be with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which was a very serious blessing that you gave someone when they were leaving on a long, dangerous journey.
Like getting on a ship for 6 months.
Exactly. And today, it still has that feeling of a very final ending.
That makes total sense. If someone says goodbye to me, I feel like I am in an old black and white movie.
Yes.
I'm standing at a train station. It is raining. The train is pulling away. And I might not see this person again for 10 years. Goodbye forever.
That is exactly how it feels. Or, on the flip side, it can sound kind of angry.
Angry. How so?
Like if you are having a terrible argument on the telephone and you just want to hang up on the person, you say a sharp, hard goodbye.
Oh, right. Because it means, like, this conversation is completely finished and I am done with you.
Right. So if I am just buying a newspaper at the corner store, I shouldn't say goodbye to the shop owner.
Probably not. I mean, it is technically correct English, but it feels way too formal and way too heavy for everyday life.
So what should we use instead?
For 90% of your day, you will just use the short version, which is bye.
Bye is just so much lighter. It feels like a quick little wave of the hand.
It is the absolute standard exit. It is polite, it's short, and it carries no heavy emotion. You say bye to your mother, your friend, the bus driver, your boss.
It works for everyone. But there is a third option on our list today, and it is actually my favorite. See you later.
No, I have to stop you right here.
Oh.
I am going to challenge this phrase because I know for a fact this confuses French speakers all the time.
Okay, bring it on.
Let's look at the words literally. See,
Phew.
later. If I go to a coffee shop at 9 a.m., and I buy a coffee and I say to the barista, see you later,
Yeah.
does that mean I promise to come back to the shop later that exact same afternoon?
Yeah.
Because I do not want to drink 2 coffees today.
I hear this question from learners constantly. It is a very, very normal confusion. But here is the big secret to English.
What's the secret?
We don't always mean exactly what the words say.
Good to know.
Right. See you later is not a literal promise.
It is not a fact. It's more of a feeling.
Yes, exactly. It simply means I will see you next time. And that next time could be tomorrow or next week or even next year.
So why do we say later instead of just saying bye? What's the point?
Because it is warm. Think of saying goodbye like closing a heavy wooden door and locking it.
Oh.
Saying see you later is like leaving the door just a little bit open.
Oh, I like that.
It tells the other person, hey, I enjoyed talking to you, and I am happy that our paths will cross again in the future.
It takes all the pressure away. It makes the relationship feel ongoing. I really love leaving the door open.
It's a great habit for learners to build.
Okay, so we know how to start the conversation, and we know how to end it. Now, we need to look at what happens in the middle.
The middle is where the magic happens.
Right, we need to learn how to tell people who we are.
Introductions. This is where real social connection begins.
Our guide from Fluent gives us the really important phrases for this step. The main question someone will ask is, what's your name?
And we have 2 different ways to answer that question. We can say, my name is, or we can say, I'm.
And then we have a final phrase to finish the whole introduction, which is, nice to meet you.
Let's break down the 2 ways to give your name first. Because as a learner, when someone asks, what's your name, you have to make a choice.
A choice about style.
Exactly, a style choice. The first choice is, my name is. For example, my name is Thomas.
This choice feels very traditional.
It is traditional, it is clear, it is very easy to understand, and it is a bit formal.
I always compare saying, my name is, to showing someone your official passport.
Your passport, okay.
Yeah, it has all your information, it is very proper, and it is absolutely great for serious situations.
Like what kind of situations?
Well, if you are in a police station or you're at a formal job interview or maybe you're opening a bank account, you want to show your passport. You say, my name is Thomas.
I think the passport is a really great way to think about it. But what about that second option? The guide teaches us to say, I'm, as in, I'm Thomas.
If the first one is a passport, then saying I'm is like wearing one of those little paper stickers on your shirt with your name written on it with a marker.
A name tag.
Exactly, a name tag.
It is much faster and much more casual than the passport. In spoken English, native speakers love to make things short, you know?
We really do.
We take the 2 words I am and we just smash them together to make I'm. It is relaxed.
So if I'm at a fun party and I meet a friend of a friend, I don't want to show them my serious passport. It feels way too stiff.
Right, you want the name tag.
I just want to show them my casual name tag. I just smile and say, hi, I'm Thomas.
And the important thing for you listening is that neither choice is wrong. You can use whichever one makes you feel comfortable.
But no matter which one you choose, you absolutely must remember the final piece of the puzzle, the social glue.
Yes, the phrase that holds everything together, nice to meet you.
In French, you might just say enchanté. But in English, nice to meet you is practically required.
It acts like a verbal handshake.
So let's show our listeners how this sounds in a real conversation. Let's do a really short example. I will ask you your name. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, I am the expert for today's lesson. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And let's stop there. Notice what just happened. The host didn't just walk away after I gave my name.
Nope. I replied with, nice to meet you too.
It is a polite little dance. I give you my name, I offer the verbal handshake, and you accept the handshake by saying it right back to me.
It shows that we're both actually happy to be talking to each other.
Exactly.
And once we finish that verbal handshake, the English language asks us to do one more thing before we can just chat normally.
Oh, yes. We have to do an emotional check-in.
The most famous question in English.
Oh.
How are you?
It's everywhere. The Fluent Guide gives us a great list of answers for this question. It lists, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm great, I'm tired, and I'm excited.
But before we even learn those words, we really have to talk about the culture behind the question.
This is maybe the biggest cultural difference between French and English, honestly.
It really is. In France, if someone asks, comment ça va, they're often asking a real, literal question.
Right. If you have a terrible headache, or if your dog is sick, or if you are just in a bad mood, you might actually stop and tell them about it.
But in English,
Especially in American or British culture,
How are you is not a real question.
It is absolutely not a medical question. The person is not asking you for a list of your problems.
It causes so much stress for learners. I hear people say, well, if I ask an American how they are and they say I'm fine, are they lying to me? Are they actually having a terrible day?
They might be having a terrible day, but in English, I'm fine or I'm good are what we call neutral answers.
Neutral, meaning not good, not bad.
Right. They are not positive and they are not negative. They sit right in the middle. They are just polite.
When I say I'm good, I am basically just telling you, hey, I understand the rules of this conversation, I see you, and we can now move forward.
It keeps the interaction smooth. It's like turning on a computer. It just boots up. I'm good. Let's talk.
Now, if you are actually feeling very happy, the guide gives us another option. I'm great.
I'm great has very high energy. When you say the word great, you almost naturally smile.
You do, yeah.
If you tell a coworker, I'm great today, they will usually just smile back at you. It brings really positive energy into the room.
But I want to ask you about the other two words in the guide. I'm tired and I'm excited.
Okay, let's look at those.
If we're supposed to just say, I'm good to be polite, why would we ever tell someone we are tired? Doesn't that break the whole polite rule?
This is a very smart strategy for learners. We call words like tired and excited conversational doors.
A conversational door, what does that mean?
Well, if you say I'm good, the conversation about your feelings stops immediately. The door is closed, bam.
Right.
But if you walk into your English class and say, I'm tired, you are opening a door. You are actually inviting the other person to ask a follow-up question.
I see. If I say I'm tired, the social rules mean the other person almost must ask me why. They will say, oh no, why? Did you sleep badly?
Yes. And the exact same thing is true for I'm excited. If you say, I'm excited today, the other person will say, really? Why are you excited? What's going on?
Okay, I have a quick story about this. When I first started traveling, I didn't fully understand this rule.
Oh, no.
The cashier at a grocery store asked me, how are you? And I had a terrible day, so I just started telling her all my problems.
Whoa, to the cashier.
Yes. I told her my flight was delayed, my bags were so heavy I couldn't find my hotel. She looked at me like I was totally crazy.
I'm sure she did. She just wanted you to say, I'm good, and pay for your food.
Exactly.
That is the perfect example. You opened a conversational door with a stranger who really did not want to walk through it.
So what's a good rule for beginners here?
A good rule is this. With strangers, like cashiers or bus drivers, just keep the door closed. Say I'm good.
Nice and simple.
But with friends or classmates, people who care about you, you can open the door. Say I'm tired or I'm excited.
Okay, that makes so much sense. We have talked about the theory now. We know the rules of the game.
But knowing the rules in your head doesn't really help if your mouth can't make the right shapes.
Very true. Making the physical sounds of English is where a lot of learners feel, well, a lot of fear.
So we are going to remove that fear right now. It is time for a special segment just on pronunciation.
We are going to focus heavily on the common mistakes that French speakers naturally make.
Listeners, this is your time to do some work. We are going to ask you to speak out loud with us right now. Don't be shy.
We are going to focus on one specific sound that gives French speakers absolute nightmares.
The English H sound.
The H. It is in 3 of our most important words today. Hello, hi, and how.
So why is the letter H such a villain for French speakers?
Because in the French language, the letter H is usually completely silent. It is a ghost.
A toast letter.
Think about French words like home or hôpital. You don't pronounce the H, you just jump straight to the vowel sound.
Right.
Your mouth and your throat have spent your entire life learning to ignore that letter. Which means when a French speaker tries to say hello, their brain automatically deletes the H. They say hello.
Or instead of hi, they say I.
Exactly.
And let's be super clear here. If you say hello, native English speakers will still understand you. You are not failing.
You're still communicating.
Yes. But if you learn to actually pronounce the English H, you instantly sound so much more confident and clear.
So how do we train our mouths to make a sound we just aren't used to making?
We have to focus on breathing. The English H is not made with your lips, and it's not made with your tongue. It is made deep in your chest.
Okay, I have an analogy for this. Imagine it is winter. It is very cold outside.
Okay, I'm imagining.
You are holding a pair of eyeglasses, and the glass is dirty. You want to clean the lenses? What do?
You breathe on them.
Right. You hold the glasses near your mouth, and you breathe out warm air to create fog on the glass. You open your mouth and go, huh,
That is the exact physical movement. That push of warm air from your chest is the English H.
Listeners, try this with us right now. Seriously, pretend you are holding those glasses.
Uh,
Open your mouth and push warm air from your chest.
Now, we are going to attach that warm breath to our English words. We will say the word very slowly, then we will pause for a few seconds.
And during that pause, we want you to repeat it out loud wherever you are.
Let's start with hi. Remember the breath before the vowel. Listen to the host.
Now I'll wait 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Good. Keep the air moving from your chest. Try it again.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Now let's try the longer word. Hello. Remember, don't say hello. Clean the glasses first.
Hello. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent. Feel the air on your hand if you need to hold it up to your mouth. Let's do it one more time.
Hello. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Great job. Now let's do our question word. How? Push the air out.
How? 1, 2, 3.
Now let's put it in the full sentence. Give us the breath on the very first word.
How are you? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that really feels like a workout for the lungs, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
It takes real conscious effort to fight your natural French habits.
It is all about muscle memory. Your mouth is a machine, and we are just teaching it new tricks.
And speaking of new tricks, we have one more sound to practice today, right?
Yes. It is another sound that is completely different in English than it is in French. The letter R.
Oh, wow, the English R. This is a massive one.
It really is. The French R is so beautiful. It happens way back in the throat. But the English R, especially in American English, does not use the throat at all.
Wait, no throat at all?
None. It happens right in the middle of your mouth.
So how do we actually position our tongue for it?
Okay, you have to pull your tongue back into the middle of your mouth, and this is the important part. Make sure it does not touch the top of your mouth.
It just floats there.
It just floats. It almost sounds like a very soft, gentle growl of a small dog.
Oh, that feels very thick.
Let's practice this with 2 words from our guide today. Great and morning.
Let's start with great.
Remember to pull the tongue back, listen to the host, and repeat.
Eat. 1, 2, 3.
Keep the tongue right in the middle. Do not use your throat. Try again.
Eat. 1, 2, 3.
Very good. Now let's try morning. The R is right in the middle of the word. Listen and repeat.
Morning. 1, 2, 3.
Smooth it out. Let the R roll.
Morning. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent work, everyone. The more you stretch your mouth into these new positions, the easier it will become over time.
Definitely. Practice this in the shower or, while you're driving in your car.
Our vocal muscles are totally warmed up now. We have the theory and we have the physical sounds.
So it is time to take everything we have learned today and put it out into the real world.
Let's see how all these pieces fit together in real everyday life.
We are going to do some role-play scenarios. We've taken 3 really realistic situations from the Fluent Guide.
We will explain the situation, we will act it out together, and then we will analyze what just happened.
So listeners, pay close attention to which words we choose. Watch for the sneakers and the dress shoes.
Okay, scenario number 1. Let's paint the picture.
You're walking into a very busy coffee shop. The music is loud, the espresso machine is making lots of noise, and there's a big line of people waiting.
I will play the customer.
And I am going to play the fast, very busy barista behind the counter. Listen to the speed here. Action.
Okay, ready?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'll just have a black coffee, please.
Sure thing. Coming right up. Have a good one. See you later.
Bye.
And stop. Okay, let's look at that. That was very fast.
It was incredibly fast. And it was fast because of the environment. The coffee shop is busy, so we used our casual sneakers.
Right. I, the barista, opened it with a very quick, simple hi, and then immediately asked, how are you?
And what did I do? I didn't tell you about my day. I didn't talk about the traffic.
Nope, you were quick.
I used the polite, neutral response. I said, I'm good, thanks. I kept that conversational door closed.
Because there were people in line behind you.
Exactly. It is not the time to say, I'm tired and start a long chat. I just want my black coffee.
That is a great example of understanding the room. And then for the exit, I said, see you later.
Which is the friendly, warm way to leave the door open. You don't literally expect me back in an hour. You just mean, thanks for being a customer.
And you gave a very simple, fast bye.
Perfect. Okay, let's move to scenario number 2. The feeling is going to change a lot here.
Imagine you are moving into a brand new apartment. You have boxes in your hand. You are walking down the hallway, and you bump into a person.
It is your new neighbor. Let's play it out. Action.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Are you moving in?
Yes, I am. I'm taking the apartment at the end of the hall. My name is Alex.
Oh, nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Sam. I live right next door.
Nice to meet you too, Sam. Well, I better get back to these boxes. See you later.
See you later. Let me know if you need any help.
And scene. Let's break this down. The speed was much slower than the coffee shop, and the tone was warmer.
Yes, notice the very first word we used. We didn't say hi. We said hello.
Because you were a little surprised, right? And we didn't know each other yet. Hello is slightly more polite for a stranger in your building.
Then we had to introduce ourselves. You used the formal passport method. You said, "My name is Alex." You wanted to be very clear.
But you responded with the casual name tag method. You said, I'm Sam.
Which happens all the time in English. One person might be slightly formal and the other person might be slightly casual. It mixes together perfectly fine.
And we absolutely did not forget the glue. We both said, nice to meet you. We shook hands with our words.
Finally, look at the exit. We used see you later again. But this time, it feels much more literal, doesn't it?
Yes. Because we are neighbors, we actually will see each other later, probably in the hallway tomorrow morning.
So the exact same phrase works as just a nice feeling for a barista and as a literal fact for a neighbor.
Exactly. Okay, let's do our final scenario. Scenario number 3. The stress is a little higher here.
Imagine it is your first day at a new job in an English-speaking office.
You are walking into the manager's office for a meeting. We need to be professional. Action?
Here we go.
Good morning. Come on in and take a seat.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
We are thrilled to have you. I'm Jordan, the department head. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Jordan. My name is Taylor. I'm very excited to get started.
And freeze. Okay, the dress shoes are definitely on for this one.
Oh, they have to be on. You, the manager, started with a time-based greeting, good morning, so I replied with good morning.
It shows respect for the whole office environment.
And let's look at the names. As the boss, you actually felt comfortable using the casual name tag. You said, I'm Jordan.
Right, because I have the authority, so I can be casual. But you, as the brand new employee, use the formal passport. My name's Taylor.
That small difference is a wonderful way for a learner to show respect in a professional setting, but I think the most important part of this scenario is the emotional check-in.
Because I, the manager, did not even ask.
How are you?
No, you just said welcome. But I volunteered my feeling anyway. You did. You said, I'm very excited to get started.
I opened a positive conversational door.
I highly, highly recommend this strategy for beginners. If you are starting a new job or new class, you are probably nervous. Your English might not be perfect.
But if you tell people I'm excited, they will feel your good energy.
Excitement covers up a lot of small mistakes. People just love enthusiasm.
Use the word excited as your shield. I love it. Okay, you have heard us explain the rules.
You have practiced the sounds with us. You have listened to us act out the scenarios. Now it is time for the final test.
We need to see if you can trust your new instincts.
Welcome to the Listener Challenge. This is fully interactive. I'm going to give you 3 situations.
I will ask you what you should say in English. Then we are going to stop talking.
We will leave a few seconds of total silence. During that silence, we want you to answer out loud. Don't overthink it, okay? Just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Here we go. Challenge number 1.
You are walking down the street. You look at your watch. It is exactly 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
3 p.
You look up and you see your English teacher walking toward you. What is the best phrase to say to them? We're waiting. Say it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, if you said good afternoon, you got it absolutely right.
Why is that the perfect answer for this?
First, you check the clock. 3 p.m. is after 12 p.m., so it is the afternoon. Second, it is your teacher. You want to show some respect.
Hello is okay, but good afternoon puts on those nice dress shoes. It is polite and correct.
Excellent. Challenge number 2.
You are at a friend's house, having a really casual dinner. It's getting quite late, and it is time for you to walk out the door and go home. You will probably see this friend next weekend.
What is the warmest, most natural way to leave? Go ahead and say it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you said out loud, see you later, you are absolutely correct.
But wait, someone might ask, why not just say goodbye?
Because goodbye is just too heavy. You are leaving a fun dinner with a good friend. If you say goodbye, it sounds like you are angry or like you are moving to another country.
See you later is warm. It leaves the door open for next weekend.
Spot on. Okay, final challenge. Challenge number 3.
You are at a party. You walk up to someone you have never met before. They smile and say, hi, my name is Sarah.
You want to tell them your name is David? and you want to be polite,
Mm-hmm.
give me the full response. What do you say? You can say it 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you said something similar to, "Hi, Sarah, I'm David. Nice to meet you," then you have completely mastered the introduction.
Let's take the piece of that. You gave your name either I'm David or my
Oh,
name is David. But the most important part is that you remembered the social glue.
nice to meet you. You completed the handshake.
If you got those right, you should feel very proud. You're building real, usable skills.
And hey, if you made a mistake or if you froze and just couldn't think of the words, that is completely okay.
That is exactly why you are listening today. Learning a language is hard work, and making mistakes is literally how the brain learns.
Absolutely. No native speaker expects your English to be perfect. When you try to speak their language, they just appreciate your effort. The effort itself is what builds the connection.
So the hard work is done for today. Let's quickly review everything we've talked about.
It really is amazing how much thought goes into just saying hello. We went from choosing between the casual hi and the respectful good morning.
To understanding the heavy history of goodbye versus the open door of see you later.
We talked about how to introduce yourself using a passport or a name tag.
We discovered that how are you is totally not a medical question, but just a polite routine where saying I'm good keeps things moving.
And we even practiced making the window fogging H sound and the middle of the mouth R sound.
These things might seem very basic, but they are the concrete foundation of your English house.
You really cannot build complex grammar and huge vocabulary until you know how to simply walk up to a human being and say hello correctly.
It is the most powerful tool you have. Now, as the Fluent curriculum always reminds us, if you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure you subscribe to Fluent so you never miss a new lesson.
Every single time you listen, you get one step closer to feeling completely confident in English.
We have so much more to talk about on this journey. Next time, we are going to build on this foundation. We will learn how to ask simple questions and how to actually keep a conversation going after the introduction is finished.
I am really looking forward to that. It is going to be great.
See you next time on Fluent. But before we go, our expert has one final thought for you to think about today.
I do. I want you to think about your own native language. Think about French. How many different tiny ways do you say hello or goodbye every single day without even thinking about it?
Probably dozens.
Think about how your voice changes when you talk to your mother, compared to when you talk to the person selling bread at the bakery, compared to when you answer a phone call from an unknown number.
Oh, that's such a good point.
You already understand the complicated rules of human connection. You do it every single day in French. Learning English is not about learning a new way to be human.
I love that.
It is just learning a different melody to a song you already know how to sing. Tomorrow, pay attention to the greetings you use in your own language. You will see the patterns.
Just a new melody to an old song. Pay attention to how you connect tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and see you later.